up, everybody? We are back with another video. This time we are kind of gonna do like a mukbang Q&A. We're gonna be answering questions that people asked us on our TikTok videos, and we got our food we about to eat. Okay, we got a seafood boil, and it's our first time getting this and doing it. And Cassidy put her arms through this damn bib and was wearing it. And, you know, we had to bring the baby on the date because that's our baby. Timothy's crippled with a broken arm.
For your own steamy carton of crispy golden goodness.
That? This is a very awesome place.
Hard at work. Severe is the best place for the cold medicine. No tossing and turning, just rest and recovery.
Make sure you like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our channel.
For powerful relief of your worst cold
Try to do as best as we can and with the baby. Ah, there's music playing in the background. We'll have to mute it out.
Use those directives. Evaluate the children.
What up, y'all? It's Cass and Lex, and we are back. Finally, back. So we're gonna do a little mukbang. We got a little seafood boil right here. We were originally gonna do it at this place, the actual dining place, but you know they wanted to play music, so we couldn't do it. So we're just gonna eat up with y'all. And we're gonna answer questions from TikTok.
Does it look like it belongs in a clam?
Sausage.
So yeah, we did. This was originally answering questions on TikTok. Answering questions that were asked on TikTok. Yeah, like a Q&A thing. But so immature. But yeah, we were gonna film it while we ate there.
There was music,
and like we got this far into the video, and then a song came on. I said no. I'm like, it's alright. We'll mute the music out, and then no.
It will mute us too.
I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm gonna enjoy our first time eating this.
Alright, so let's go.
And we didn't take a crab cutter open, so I'll figure out how to open these suckers. Whatever. You got the questions? Goodness gracious.
How long have you two been together? April, November of next month, the 1st.
Who did you get with in April?
I don't know. Next month is our anniversary. We have been together. Yes, but it's the next month.
I'm just kidding.
We have been together 4 years.
November 110116.
I'm looking at the questions on my phone, so y'all.
2016.
How did you and your girlfriend meet?
And go to mine too, because I have good ones.
I know.
We're not gonna get all into that because there's plenty of videos on that.
That's what I was just gonna say.
But we met over like a drug run. She needed a ride to get drugs, and I had the car.
Yeah. But there is an in-depth video on here if you would like to.
You said in-depth.
In-depth. If you would like to watch it.
There is an in-depth video.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Where do you live? Upstate New York.
In my house.
Which kid is Cassidy's and which one is Lex's? By DNA, Timothy is Lex's and Cassius is mine. But they are our kids together. DNA does not matter in this house. Our house is not built off of DNA, it's built off love. But Lex carried Timothy and I carried Cassius. Alright, y'all, we back. The baby woke up real quick. Mm-hmm. What's your biggest fear? Mine's dying. Or my wife dying before me.
Mine is losing my freedom. It's like my more realistic goal. I mean, fear nowadays. I lost it a lot. So, I've always said, you know, tipping over on a bus or something, but just losing my freedom.
What are your words to the youth? Would be, don't be a follower, gang banging, being a thug. It isn't cool and it will ruin your life, because it seems nowadays, in today's world, it's a trend. Like, it's no longer a lifestyle. Usually people, at least back in the day, would join gangs because that's what they had. That's
Family.
That's all they had.
Loyalty.
Today, it's not that. People join gangs because they want to be like the last one or the next one. It's just, I would try to preach to them about gangs and staying out of the streets.
Yeah, be your own person. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Listen to your parents. Well, I don't know if I would say that. I mean, I would, because most parents, you know, listen to your parents and don't do drugs. Do not do drugs.
What are some major goals as far as what you want to do with TikTok? I really want to get verified. But
Oh yeah, careful, because you don't have that bib on.
I don't know, honestly. I am on TikTok, I want to help others. I don't want,
Our goal was YouTube when we first started.
I want to help others. I don't, like,
We didn't start to profit on it.
I just want to help others, give back, show people that there's a will and there's a way. But that's really it. As far
Give
as,
back
yeah.
would be a goal.
Yeah.
Like, a goal of ours would definitely be to give back.
Yeah,
Like,
I
when we
definitely
have
wanna
it,
do it.
like,
Do
that would be a goal for us, is to give back.
Yeah.
Definitely be able to help people. Yeah, because I don't really, you know, have...
How many kids do you have, and do you want more kids?
I have 2 kids. Yeah, I want more.
I definitely want more. I love my babies. Height, I'm 5'8". How tall are you, baby?
I'm 5'2".
How did you change your life around? Because I'm stuck mentally. Well,
Oh, they said I'm stuck mentally?
yeah, that's what they said. How did you change your...
I wish they would have said how, like, more into that, but... I wonder how many legs does a crab have? 8?
Lex helped me a lot, honestly. She was done and was leaving, and I didn't want to lose her, so that pushed me to change, and that I realized how great life is sober, all the blessings and good things that come your way once you put down the drugs. That helped me a lot. Being happy, not saying that every day is perfect, because it's not, but I just found a new happiness. Like, At first, it was definitely Lex and Timothy and my kids. Here, babe, I did this for you.
Thanks.
And then it turned into just what that life gave me. And I could never now, like today, when I think about getting high,
Come and goes.
it definitely does come and go. I still have thoughts here and there. I think about dying, and I don't want to die today. And I don't want to lose everything I've built. Like, it took a long time to get here, and like it doesn't seem it looking back. It's like, wow, time flew, but like we worked
3
hard,
years for
and
you. Like it's been years.
and like
Long time.
you progress. What I've come to realize, like, you progress, and then you fall back, and then you'll progress, and then you'll fall back, and then you'll progress, and then you fall back, and then maybe finally it stops, and you stop falling back. Because, like, a few years ago,
The worst feeling in the world is getting 6 months clean, and then starting back at 1 week.
Yeah.
Get 90 days, starting back at day 1. But even today, being clean, sick, like we still have mental problems. I say she has a lot of issues lately. Not even lately, like since having the baby.
I didn't realize until just recently
And being
how
sober.
bad I
Brings a lot
struggle
of
with depression.
Emotions out. A lot of problems out. That you didn't have before because you were on drugs.
I'm just like my mother, and I realize it more and more each day, which you don't know my mom, but she, my whole life, has struggled with depression, spent most of her time on the couch because she was depressed or whatever, and I'm just like her.
Oh, this meat's cold because it's in a hard-ass shell.
What else? What's your sexuality, and are your kids adopted? What is my...
You're a lesbian.
Yeah, I'm a lesbian. Lex likes who she likes. She's not a lesbian. She's not bisexual. She's
I
been...
just, I'm not like, you have to have a penis for me to like you. Like, no, if I like you, then I go to the all-male section. Like, no, if I have been hanging out with you and I am attracted to you and we have a connection, then I like you. I don't care if you have been, whatever you have down there, I don't care. But my whole life, like, I've been with men. This is the second woman I've dated. And yes, I'm just going to add that the only people that I had a good sex life with was women. That's what you get.
What was your drug of choice, and what is Alexis's drug of choice? My drug of choice was heroin.
Opiates and meth. Which for years I just did opiates. I never really did heroin that much, just opiates, pills, and then I did meth. All I cared about was meth.
What attracted you most about your partner?
You did eat the last piece of corn. Mm-hmm. We talked about that days ago, you eating the last piece of corn. Not tonight.
Her maturity. And the way she carried her head on her shoulders. Like, I don't know. Not that I can talk off of experience, because, you know, I've only been with 2 people in my life. But, like,
back then
she
it was
seemed
a different
different than any other girl I've ever met. Any other girl. Like,
and you were in a way different spot than she was today. If you would have knew her 4 years ago, it was not who you're looking at today.
She just, like, I don't know, like, she loved me, and, like, I don't know, it's what I could, like, there's nothing.
I never gave up on
the
her.
main thing that, there's not, like, one thing that made me attracted, but, like, it was just, like, the finally feeling, like, she really loves me, and she really cares about me, and this is not fake. Like, for once in my life, I felt loved, and, like, not, like, my sisters have always showed me they love me and stuff. I have a great relationship with my sister, but, like, I don't know. It was just she showed. From day one, I knew she cared.
That's your family. They have to love you. That's...
One day I relapsed, and the first person I called was her. And this may not seem
we weren't
much
together.
No, we weren't. We were best friends. This may not seem much to you, but like, she doesn't ride bike. She rode this fucking
my nephew's little bike,
chopped up bike. Tire was popped in the middle of winter across town to get where I was, just to save me for that next hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it was. She could
just
save
to hug you.
And I guess basically she never gave up. She loved me like no other. So, what about you, baby?
What's the question?
What attracted you most about your partner? Baby, cut right down the middle. Here, I got it.
What attracted me to? Well, I loved everything about her. Can I eat this? Yeah. And I just, from all the talks and just from being friends with her, and I wanted to be that one person in her life that never left her, that she could always count on. I don't know what attracted to me, what she wanted in her life. Like, she wanted a family. She didn't want what?
Perfect.
Ooh, girl. She didn't want what anyone else her age wanted. Like, she wanted...
I wanted to start my life.
Yeah, she wanted a fucking me. She wanted a woman with kids and fucking jobs. Like, she didn't want what people my age were out. She wanted to do what I wanted. She wanted to settle down and, you know, like... And, like, I couldn't even find anyone my age that wanted mature, that. Yeah, right? Very, very, very and mature.
Like, don't think for 1 second when she says this, like, I didn't do some dumb punk shit. Because
she
I did
all the time.
A lot.
But I knew that she loved me. I knew that she did.
So my maturity, basically. Where did you take? Sexy. Where did you go take Lex for her first date? I took her to the bowling alley. I did.
I was there.
Are you striving to be even more successful than you are now, money-wise? Most definitely, but my biggest fear is, like, I don't know. What? No. Is, like, I don't know, like, I see these big celebrities and, like, are they really happy? Like, what they show us, is that real? Are they really happy, or did it just bring more problems into their life? I'm scared that this will bring problems I don't need into my life. And, like, a lot of people say the root of all evil is money. And, like...
We ain't even got any of it.
Right now, yeah, I'm definitely striving better because I'm broke. Like, shit's rough. But then, like, I don't know. Ask me when I'm rich. Ask me when I'm rich, because there's so many bad things that can go wrong with becoming famous and having more money. So I'm definitely am striving. I can't sit here and say I'm not, because I want that bag, but there's some fears.
What is the question?
Where did it go? Are you striving to be even more successful than you are now, money-wise?
Absolutely. I want to be able to take care of my family, my parents. They don't need me to take care of them, and I want to take care of my family.
But she wants to, because they have helped us a lot.
I want to be able to buy my parents a house, which they don't need nothing. But I want to...
They have a house.
I want to buy them something that they want. I want to buy my grandparents something that they want. I want to buy my brother something that... And he needs it. You know, he's, barely making it in an apartment.
Yeah, we definitely are far from selfish. We don't...
I want to buy something for every single person in our family. And I want to put my kids in college and...
I'm not trying. This is Lex 24/7. Did you hear anything come out her mouth about buy something for herself? No, you didn't.
She want to take care of everybody.
And then forget about herself. I hate that. That's one thing I do not like. Like, she will
And that's what
put
stresses me
herself
out.
last.
When people message constantly on Instagram us for money, and like I get to the point where I will like scream.
Cry.
Because like if I had it to give to you, I would give it to you. Okay, like
It might, from the outside looking in, it might seem like we got all this money and stuff, but like we don't. And like honestly, we from our past, we have so much debt that we pay daily.
and you're fucking killing me when you keep asking and asking and asking, and you're making me say like I don't have it. I don't.
Yeah, when we want to give back, we really do. But when we can, and like
When we can, we do.
don't mistake. Oh, Cass got a new shirt. Oh, Cass got this. Cass got that. Like, we have a very good support system. Tamika, my mother-in-law, that girl treats me like I am her own child. Like I came out her damn vagina. Tamika goes to the Burlington, goes TJ Maxx, the mall, whatever. She's leaving that store with something for Cassidy. If not, 3 things for Cassidy. I'm real easy to shop for, so yes,
And
I
she's
look
skinny.
drip the fuck out. Because I shop in the kids section, bro. Like, honestly.
It's also like,
So,
I
like-
shouldn't be getting, if I post something, if I buy something for my wife, you shouldn't be messaging me like, oh, can I have that? Can you buy me something? Like, I should be able to buy something for her and not, like, I bought her bras, 2 bras. Shit that extra small ain't gonna fucking fit me. And someone messaged me, oh, well, can I have that? Can you send me money for that? Like, I should be able to post that. Like,
And like we want to help, like we really do, like, but like it's honestly, it's like, oh, let me send this
and that's the person that I'm not gonna help.
$20 or put $20 in my tank because it's 27 miles till 8.
And that's what it was gonna be. I was gonna send that girl some of my rent money because I felt so
And
bad.
like let me say something. The other day, this like. Our car was in the shop. We had just dropped $1,700 to get it fixed. It's all messed up. It's not fixed. It's stressful. Someone's texting, hey, can I need this stuff for my
As
kids.
you see, like,
I
it's
gotta
horrible
feed
for
them
us
this and that.
too.
Da 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 da. Meanwhile,
I wouldn't even ask somebody
talking
for that.
how she needs to get a car, and like I wanted to help this girl. I really did, but I can't. And I've never seen my wife get so upset, like not mad, just it was her last straw. The girl had text, she had said something, then again, and Lex just lost it, like just started crying her eyes out and was like, she screamed like, I don't even have my own fucking car. Like, there's a lot going on, and we don't share everything with y'all. We definitely don't. We don't want to bring no negativity to y'all lives or have y'all stressing like, man, I hope CassandLex are okay or this and that. We'll always be good, but shit's stressful, real stressful.
And some people show that in other ways, but us, we're not beggars. We're not.
No.
We're not gonna make you feel bad and be like, oh,
Like this
we
little
need diaper. Like
this
we're
little
just,
kid
we're not
offered
going
me
to.
iPhone, and
We're not
I
gonna
told
put
him
our
no.
stress on someone else.
He said he had just got a new iPhone 11. He said like, yo, do you want this iPhone for your TikToks? And I told him no, because I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, especially from. And I said that. I said, babe, someone on Instagram wrote you and said they want to give you an iPhone. She said no. It's a little kid. I'm not doing it. I didn't know it was from a little kid either. I just seen it pop up on the phone, and she said, "It's from a kid. I'm not accepting it."
I can't. I just can't do that.
No, because
I feel
who
bad.
knows if the parents? I'm sure if that was my kid, I wouldn't know. I'd say if you have 300,000 followers, why doesn't she have an iPhone? No,
Yeah.
no. Even if the parents said yes, Cassie still wouldn't accept it. No.
I'm going to read this last question, then I'm going to go over to your questions, babe. What was the hardest... I really like this one. And to anyone's question who we didn't get, y'all, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And it would be a forever video. But we'll keep doing these. What was the hardest part of being away from each other while your wife was in jail? The hardest part for me was, for so long, like I said, I didn't feel love for so long, and then finally I got this girl who loves me, and like this and that, and then like it was just like boom, like it's gone. And then like the whole time you're wondering like, are we gonna get through it? Are we gonna come out together?
Well,
Whatever. And then like also
it happens so often too.
Timothy. It was my first time ever, and like Tamika was there, but she worked. She had to go to work every day. So like
This
it was
the
my first
realest,
time
longest stay that you
being
took care
a
of
mom
him
by myself,
by
no
yourself.
one there. Like
with the car, with
this
the
kid's
job.
screaming
You
for
did
his
it.
mom, screaming for the park. It's dark out now. We can't go to the park. I told him could go to the park, and we lost track of time. And
Her
now it's
first time
dark out.
parenting all by
And now
herself.
he's throwing a temper tantrum.
And she was 18.
I've never seen before. I've never seen him act like this. I don't know what to do. Do I
No,
take him
you
to the
weren't
park at
you were
dark?
18.
Do I take him for a walk? He doesn't want nothing now. He just wants his mom. Like, it was hard. It was hard. And we made it through. Whether he had to cry on me until he fell asleep or whatever, we made it through.
And I've never seen that. I've never even seen him act like that when he would miss his father. I've
He
never,
was just-
ever seen him act like that. Never.
He was upset. He wanted to go to the park, and it got dark out. I remember he
And the
wanted.
park's right across the
He
street,
wanted
so
to
he's
go,
staring
yeah,
at
he
it.
can see it. He wanted to go to the park. We were eating dinner, and like while he eats dinner, he watches his SpongeBob, and it's Halloween time. It gets dark early. He was watching his SpongeBob, and he looked out that window, and he knows after dark we can't go to the park, and he seen it was dark, and he started bugging. He was not happy. I want to go to the park. I want to go to the park. I said, oh, let's go for a walk. I want to go to the park. I want to go to the park. Freaking screaming. I have it recorded still. I recorded it because I didn't know what to do. I sent it to Tamika and said, like, he's freaking out. I don't know what to do. And he freaked out for a long, probably like 10 minutes. And then, I don't know. He didn't fall asleep on me, but he stopped. And we probably watched TV and went to bed, something on it. I don't remember. I'm gonna watch yours now. Go over to yours. What was it for you though, Lex? Because you're in jail.
This, that jail time that she's talking about was, I wouldn't say the easiest. No, definitely wasn't the easiest time for me, but I knew that Timothy was okay because the jail stay prior to that when I had originally got sentenced, before we were even together, it was just my mom, and she would get babysitters, which were like just teenage girls that she worked with, and so I know like they were good. They were, Timothy was safe. He's home. I know that everything was good, but it just sucks. It sucks me away. It sucked me away from Timothy. I've always been close to my family, my mom, so it just sucks. It really sucks. And that was the first time ever going to jail that I had someone on the outside, like an actual relationship that I've been in for over a year, that I had to leave and go to jail. Then I thought I was going to jail for a week, and I had no idea when I was getting out, and I was in there for over 30 days. So, and that sucks. And Timothy watched me get handcuffed, so like it just sucked. It really sucked, and it sucked.
How long did you stay in jail?
And that was my longest time, or that was my last time ever going to jail.
All together, almost over a year.
Yeah.
But not all together 8 months.
On that one charge.
Where are you from? I love your accents. Upstate New York.
New York.
Upstate though.
Yeah.
Do you guys still have a rough time struggling with addiction? I would definitely say, maybe it's not true, but I feel Lex struggles a lot more than me and has a lot more worse thoughts than me. I'm more. Yeah, hers. I just have demon thoughts. She has.
I don't think it's rough anymore, though. I wouldn't
It's
say
not.
rough.
No, it's not rough.
But I definitely.
No, it's not rough because like
And I don't want to say
just
struggle,
a thought.
but
like,
yes,
that's
you
all
definitely
it is.
think
It's a
about
thought.
it.
Like I want to get high, but then at least for me, it's like I want to get high, and then it's like shit, man. Boy just told me that they selling straight fentanyl.
Yeah,
so
like,
I don't want to die.
Yeah, I want to get high, but I'm not. I would never do it. I'm not trying to die and her see me on the bathroom floor dead. Like,
yeah, and then
it would never happen because I don't want to die. I want to get
after
high.
comes like it just comes thoughts after thoughts like, well, if I get high, I have to do it in my house. I might overdose.
Everyone's dying.
Who's gonna like just
where we live? Everyone's straight dead.
I think about it. Like I can't.
No way.
I think way too far into it. So like it's not rough
Me
because
too.
it's just thoughts, and I can't say I'll never get high again. But like
You can't help
the
what
thought of
your brain
dying
thinks of.
keeps me away from it all.
Yeah.
And everybody dying around me that's still actively using.
Yeah, everyone is dying where we live.
Do you struggle with addiction? Do y'all go to NA? Is that something in your life still? Do y'all do speaking events and things? I absolutely. That's why I do this TikTok stuff. We used to go to meetings, but when COVID hit, I think they opened back up. We haven't had time to look into it, but we used to go
For
all
years.
the time, at least twice a
We've
week.
been
we
years
try.
clean and we still go.
When she first got clean, she had to go 5 times a week or 4 times a week to a meeting. So in the beginning of our recovery, that was an everyday thing for us. Now, being clean, having some years, we don't go as much as we should.
But if she says, like, I think we need to go to a meeting, I know what she's saying, and we'll say, okay, we'll
we
find
know
a meeting.
when we need to go, and we check
There we
ourselves.
go.
I had a
No
sponsor. I was
questions
working with a sponsor, doing the steps and all that, but COVID hit, and like it's hard. Like I would love to do all that,
And it was
but
AA.
with the kids, it's hard. It's so hard. And like speaking, I used to speak at schools. I used to go into the schools and speak. I would love to do that again. I love speaking. I am very good at it. I definitely want to take part in that.
And her age is perfect for it. She's not a 35-year-old woman. Like, she is going straight into a high school that 2 years older than a senior, saying, like, I was a heroin addict 2 years ago. Like, she is a perfect age to be going into high school speaking that she's got 3 years clean from heroin. And when y'all were sitting here in high school, I didn't even go to high school because I was out in the street selling drugs. Like, perfect person to do any of that. Amazing. She needs to get back into it.
You guys have to be active in NA to stay clean. I definitely feel like if NA wasn't introduced in my life, I wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been as
helps.
easy to get clean. It helps a lot.
You
real
learn a lot.
I would recommend definitely jump in with NA if you're trying to get clean.
Especially NA. It helps.
How did y'all start an OnlyFans, and were you and your wife comfortable doing it at first? First, I want people to know everybody's OnlyFans is different.
Very different.
Everybody's. You will never see down below Bear. You will never see me piping her out or her piping me out. Nothing like that. And like I've made this clear. Don't subscribe to me if that's what you want.
Yeah, please.
You'll see making out, like just like provocative stuff, like that's gonna make you a little juicy.
Like, scroll down on our Instagram. It's pictures that we used to post before we started all of this, but now that we have younger fans,
stuff
we're not
like
gonna
that.
post sexy photos on our Instagram.
I can't have my wife's, especially my wife's tits pretty big. These kids be blown away.
And now I was gonna see because
They
we have
used
a
to
picture.
be. Yep.
It's above the computer.
But I've like
just
I love
nice
stuff like that.
Yeah. Pictures in the bath,
Yeah.
And now that which we never post them anymore, but now that we found out this site and that they've made it, we're like, screw it. Whatever, people want it. But there have been people that are like, your content sucks. I'm not. Well, no, this is
Then
not Pornhub.
go to the next one.
And we
'cause
have
there's
made
a
it
girl,
very clear.
I'm sure if you keep going, there's a girl that's showing everything.
Yeah.
That's not me. Shit, I've been with 2 people. That's what y'all need to understand. Like, I've been with 2 people in my life. One girl has seen my chest. Her. That's it. No one else has ever seen my tits. Like, no.
And it's if that was the case, you'd be paying a lot more than $20.
What is your goal after the house? I don't know what they mean. If they mean like after this or after
I think after you making a house.
to just live a happy life. My goal is to have a house built.
I think that is it. After
yeah.
you make a house.
My goal is to
Building
have
a
a house built wherever that may be, and then just live happy. That would be my forever home, and the home I can pass down to my children, and my children can sell when I die or keep whatever they want. But yeah, that's my goal. And I want my dad built my mama a house. And granted, shit went south, but he still did it.
He was doing it again. It's getting kind of long, man.
Yeah, I know. Do you guys have any advice? This is the last one. For kids, do you have any advice for kids with parents choosing drugs over you?
That's a question for you.
So, when I was 10, 11, if you asked me this, I would have told you they're fucking junkies and fuck them. Today, I was ruthless. I would call my parents junkies. People would be passed out. I'd talk shit like, ew, look at you. Look at how you look, bro. Like, that'd be me. That was the kid I was. And then, like, eventually I realized, like, when I was, like, 11, 12, like, my thoughts started changing, like, well, they look like they feel really good. So, like, but, for me, I can't sit here and tell you I don't resent my parents, because I do. And I have a lot of hurt from them, and I cry daily because of them. But I know in my heart, my dad never wanted that. He never wanted this to be his life. He had a business. He made $500,000 in the first year. Like, he had his shit together. He has been working since he was 16 years old. His first job was making like $30 an hour in the union using someone else's social security card. Like, my dad has always been a go-getter and a moneymaker, a hustler. He's always had the streets embedded in him.
What was the question?
Struggling with parents and addiction. But he broke his back. He didn't choose that. He did choose. I don't know, it's hard for me. I'm back and forth with it a lot, especially when it comes to my parents. Because, like, I'm going to sit here and tell you, like, your parents, just, I don't know,
Well,
man.
don't talk about yours. Talk about someone else's parents. Talk about parents choosing drugs over their children.
I think it's wrong.
But talk about
don't
it
agree
as
with
an
it.
addict, that
I
you
don't
know
agree
the
with
life
it.
of an addict.
I don't understand how someone can choose choose drugs over their kids, because I couldn't do that.
Well, maybe I'll speak after you.
But I know they are sick. They're suffering. Everybody's parents are different. Some parents don't love their kids. And I'm not saying that's the case, but they're sick. They don't love themselves. They don't love anything. The only love they have for is this drug that took over their body. It's the most powerful thing I've ever seen in my life. It's crazy. You will be shitting your pants, puking. Your bones feel like your stomach feels like you're being stabbed in it, or the best way I could describe it is being ran over a bus 1,000,000 times. Withdrawals are a bitch. And, like, mentally, physically, it sucks. So, like, it's crazy how, boom, I took it, I'm fine now. But just 2 seconds before, I was pooping, puking all at the same time, rolling in a ball, and now this one little thing took that all the way. Everything.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's hard. It's not an easy fight.
Especially getting clean process. If you're at the getting clean, if you are doing all that pooping, you're getting clean, and then your dealer hits you up. Hey, you want to try this out? And your kids are on the couch like, Mommy, you can do it, or you can get it for free. Oh, I want to feel good so I can play with my kids. You're going to go get that drug. Yep. And then you're going to totally forget your kids are waiting to play with you, because now you're high. You're going to be you're gonna start all over again. Like, no, it's not okay. It's not right. But it's the mind of an addict. And now you're gonna be hustling out more money to go and get some more. Like, it's sick.
Basically, don't think your parents don't love you. I'm sure they do love you.
They do. They need
Sure,
help.
none of us wake up and say, tomorrow I hope I'm an addict. My goal is to be an addict. None of us say that. It just happens sometimes, and it sucks. It's a shitty situation. It brings so much trauma and stuff into your life, but just keep pushing.
You're not gonna get help until they want it.
Ever turn to suicide or anything like that. I can't tell you that I never have, but it's not going to do anything. Hurting yourself or taking your own life's not going to do anything besides cause more problems. And
Especially on drug addict parents.
yes, you're always worth something. And like, it's hard for me to say that because like some people are being beaten, raped, whatever right now, tortured.
Yeah,
So
'cause
like,
that's all you thought about was suicide.
how is it worth it? It is. It is, and you have to believe it is. If you can't, you need to be more powerful than them thoughts. As soon as you let them thoughts take over you, they're gonna take over you. But don't let it. You know what I'm saying? And people say like it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It is that easy. When you're thinking about, oh, I want to kill myself, think the whole thing through. Watch yourself at that funeral. Watch your family plan it. See the whole thing. Whether you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, that girlfriend's going to be without you, and they're going to blame themselves, and they're going to wonder why they didn't do enough. It's going to cause a world more problems, and it's not something you can take back. Once you try to commit suicide, you either die or you don't. And sometimes you die. Keep fighting, y'all. Don't ever, if you ever, anybody ever needs someone to talk to, whether it's 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, especially if you're in a situation like that, blow my phone up. Blow up. Do whatever you gotta do. I pray I answer. But I am here. I try my best to be here for y'all.
I'm usually up that late.
We're always
wake
here.
up.
I'll always be here to talk. I'll always be here to save you if that's what you need. But life is worth living. It gets better. You may be a child right now, but one day you'll be old enough and you'll be able to be on your own, and you're gonna thank God every day that you did not fall and you didn't take your own life or whatever it is. And like, I know it completely went off track, but I know when I had parents with active addiction, suicide was on my mind a real lot. There's helplines, there's everything. It's not worth it.
And I want to say something when you're done for a second. I also was, when I started using drugs after I had Timothy. I never did a drug a day in my life until after Timothy was about 1. I started using a couple months before he turned 1. I left his father because he was like a raging drug addict. And as soon as I left him, I started using drugs, like a little while after, because I was like it was very hard raising him by myself, and I was so envious that we could have a child together and he was out living his own life, you know, and I'm taking care of this baby all by myself, like,
who I didn't choose to have on my own.
Yes, and like we were married, and that was, my grandparents are together, my parents, and like that was not what I wanted for my son. A broken up home.
Nobody goes into a family pregnant planning on it ending.
And like, I just thought I failed everyone in my family. I moved away with him, and like just everything. I moved away 8.5 months pregnant, went on the run to Florida to have this baby with him.
Her mom wasn't there.
It was horrible. So, and I ended up leaving, and I did all of it for him, and I ended up leaving. And then I ended up using drugs. And so like the first 2.5 years of Timothy's life, I was on and off drugs. And Timothy, like, it got to the point where when I would walk out the door, Timothy would be screaming at the door because he thought I was never coming back. And he would do that with anybody. My mom, my grandma, anybody that walked out that door, he would be screaming because he didn't think they were going to come back. Because I would go,
That's
I'd be like,
true.
Mom, I gotta
He's
go to the
not
store to get
exaggerating.
cigarettes, and I wouldn't come back for a week.
If you didn't kiss him, you need a kiss. He needed that reassurance. I love you, baby. I'll be back.
Because I
If
would
you
sneak
didn't
out.
do that, it's over. I did it one time to him. I was just going to the store, and I had to turn around. He was bugging, crying at the door, and I had to turn around and come back and tell him. That's all he needed was me to come back and tell him, I love you, buddy. I'll be back. That's it.
And like, yeah, obviously I love my kid. I love my son. I got addicted to drugs and just the life, and I don't know, and I don't even know if it was the drug. It was just, I was so depressed, and
It wasn't just the drug, babe.
like, it was just everything about me was not okay. Like, my mind, I needed help.
You had friends, you had people, you had a fast
the
life.
people I would date, like, just everything. I just needed everything, and thank God I ended up getting busted when I did. I mean, it could have been a lot sooner, but jail got me away from everything. It got me clean. That's what got me straight, and it got me out of that entire life, and I've been clean ever since. And I mean, my drug use and time is not nothing compared to someone, you know, I only used for 3-4 years, but that's still a lot of time. You know, that's a lot of time of my son's life, and it's sad. But yeah, me speaking as a mother, I love my son, and that is more, I would never do that to my son, and I would never do it. Cassius will never know that life. He will never know what it feels to wait for his parents to come home, or wait up all night waiting for us to come. And that he'll never, my kids will never go through that again.
It's
Never.
sad that Timothy had to experience that, but he'll be
Especially with his dad that left, and he has never been back and never will be. And
alright. It won't if it doesn't make him. If it doesn't break him, it just
yeah, he's
make
a
him.
strong boy. I mean, it's been I've been clean for 4 years. In December it'll be 4 years. So like, we're good. We're good over here. But I'm a drug addict, and I had a kid, and I always loved my kid. If your parents need to want to be clean, and if they don't want it, it's not going to happen. So you can beg them to
child's
go to
not enough
rehab. Yeah,
for
a child
every-
is not enough to keep you
Listen,
clean.
it's not. Some
Period.
parents it is. Some parents it's not.
If they want it.
My kids is enough to keep me clean because I want to be clean.
You can send your mom to rehab 1,000 times. If she doesn't want it, it's not going to happen.
But I hope y'all like this. Well, we got a little carried away. We didn't get to answer all questions. We'd be here all day if we did that. But we will be doing this again. Because y'all just keep coming with questions. It doesn't stop. But, we love y'all. We do. I mean, it's been a little crazy. We always say this, I know. But one day we'll be perfect, and
I know.
hopefully y'all still be right here with us. Make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell, y'all.
I've never said that.
Well, me and Timothy
I
do.
know.
But we love y'all. Also, Timothy got his cast on. For any of you that don't know, yup, my boy officially broke his first bone. So,
Congratulations.
we love y'all, and we are out, and we will see y'all soon. Good night.